bet I'm gon' skip it. If they stop getting out of line, I bet I'm gon' get a pack of baggers, book a flight. So they know I'm always tripping. I've been skiing with the right, so they always know I'm pimping. Well, I always say I got haters, cause they just know I'm living. Word to my bro, they came out, they just know I got a vision. The stove gotta stay on, so no product missing. Government want us to stay home, go broke for politicians. Had to carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie tryna beat the cats when he had no pot to piss. I'm tryna cop a bird, but he caught up with all them pigeons. And I can never chase when ain't no love when you got them riches. I'm on loan, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You and your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. I'm on loan, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You and your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. Yeah. Alright.
Hey Tuna, you made this?
I'm on loan. I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, trying to figure out where to get lit at. You and your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. I'm on loan. I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, trying to figure out where to get lit at. You and your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. It's a different day, no, it's same story, nigga. I've been winning, retire like I'm Robert Horry, nigga. They just thought they know me, but I'm here to make my story bigger. Keep that Lake of 40 with me, always know I had that clipper. She ain't getting no more, but bet I'm gon' skip her. If they stop getting out of line, I bet I'm gon' get a pack of baggers, book a flight. So they know I'm always tripping. I've been Scotty with the right, so they always know I'm pimping. Well, I always say I got haters, cause they just know I'm living. Word to my bro, they came out, they just know I got a vision. The stove gotta stay on, so no product missing. Government want us to stay home, go broke for politicians. Had to carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie tryna beat the cats when he had no pot to piss. I'm tryna cop a bird, but he caught up with all them pigeons. And I can never chase when ain't no love when you got them riches. I'm on loan, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You and your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back. I'm on loan, I been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, tryna figure out where to get lit at. You and your own, just know why with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause this that planning, this that get back.
Yo, what's going on? At the bar, we're back. We had a very sobering week this week. So before I even start the show, today is my Aunt Denise's birthday. So I gotta shout out my Aunt Denise, happy birthday. She's also one of my biggest fans, and you know, back when we were doing this, when my late partner was doing this at like 1:30 in the morning, my Aunt Denise would stay up and watch the show and then report back to my mother all the craziness that we would say and do. But definitely happy birthday, Aunt Nisi. We love you. We got some special guests in the building tonight. He was with us last week. What's going on, Lenny? What's going on? Just roll finesse.
King? What's up, King? How you feel?
I feel good. You know, it's a lot we could talk about, and we'll get to that a little bit later.
Yes, sir.
Because I got some ideas that we'll definitely talk about, you know, after the show and stuff. But
for sure.
And you know, yesterday was my little cousin's birthday. Shout out to Tara. And then,
birthday, baby.
Yep. It was damn. She turned 5 years old, and I realized I was old. I was like, damn. Where did time go?
Yeah.
When did she become 5? But you know, it was cool, and then you get to see all your family, and then you get to see the bad kids in your family, and then you realize those little bad kids are your nieces and nephews. Like, man, that's my sister's kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know, one of my nephews was destroying the moon bounce, and you know, you like, damn, like somebody need to slap him. And then you realize it's your nephew.
Yeah.
And then you know I had to do with all black uncles. I had to pull him aside like, come here. Stop doing that. And he was like, no. And I was like, go tell your mom real quick, because I beat kids in public, so you might want to reconsider that.
Absolutely.
So his mom's like, yeah, sit here. This is going to protect you. Your uncle don't play that no stuff.
Right.
But it was fun. It was fun.
Absolutely.
But you brought us a very special guest.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Would you like to introduce her?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This is my cousin, Vonjuan. She has a handbag that she came out with that she personally designed. She didn't just put her name on it. You know what I mean? She personally designed it. And I'm going to let her tell y'all about it, about Vonjuan.
Hello, I am Vonjuan, like Lenny said. I started my brand Vonjuan last year, end of August, I want to say. But it came to me, this vision came to me about 2 years ago. But last year it actually became a purpose, you know? So I designed it. I came up with the exterior, the interior, the hardware, everything that you see with this bag, it is me. The name Vonjuan stands for Victory of Vonjuan. And,
Okay.
you know, I don't know, trying to make it.
So, what made you decide, because that's interesting, you decided to do purses.
Yes.
What made you decide that over, because so many, in a market that's filled with so many people doing clothing or hats or anything like that, what made you choose something so distinctive and so different, so out of left field?
So Vonjuan, like I said, is a brand. I started with handbags because, like you said, it is different. Every woman wants that bag, that you know, that trendsetter piece that sets your outfit off, that makes you stand aside. Like, everybody looks at your bag before they look at your outfit. So I wanted to say, let me go ahead and make a handbag first, then venture off and make backpacks, and then go into apparel. I don't want to start with the clothing because everybody is making clothes. So let me start off with the accessory piece, the most important piece, which is your bag.
Okay. What type of research do you do for don't give all your secrets away.
No.
Just a little bit.
No,
just a little bit.
you know, with the research, it's kind of like, let me go out and look at, you know, high-end fabrics and high-end designers and stuff and see what they have out there, right? And let me see how I can make mine a little different. Like, maybe make the shape a little different. Maybe make chains. Like, a lot of the bags nowadays, you know, they're not all chains. My brand is all chains. It will be every bag, every piece of clothing will have chains, because the chains are significant. It's the signature. Back to the reason why I decided to use chains is back towards slavery. You know, break out of your shackles, carry your chains wherever you go, right? So I had chains. So that's my signature, chains.
It represents so much. Even what you're saying, it's the struggle. It's the freedom. You know, when we think of change, we always think of being in bondage, but we don't think about the unshackle and
Right.
and the freedom that it brought.
Right.
You know, that's enlightening. I mean, it's a wild concept that I don't think a lot of people will get more than, oh, well, it looks cute, versus, you know, the deeper meaning to it and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that's very powerful.
Right.
Well, it's funny because it's all in the name. It's all in, you know,
For sure.
when people say 151 and they be like, oh, but it's all liquor, and I'd be like, no, it's more than liquor. It's like, if you add 151 up, you get what? They be like 7. I was like, 7 being what? Supreme. I was like, we can take this to mathematics, we can take it to 5%, or we can just take it on any religious aspect of that particular number. And they was like, oh, I never thought about that. I said, you just thought it was a drunk, didn't I?
Right.
But, you know, but it's always good when you see something, when you look beyond.
Right.
And I feel that like the chain thing, I think that was something very unique, and I'm glad she explained that because now when you look at the bag, you look beyond just, oh, it's a cute accessory.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a purpose with that.
Right. And she started off with that word purpose, and that was very powerful right there. As
You
well.
know, that's a deep dive. That's a commercial. Nah, not yet. Not yet. We just started the show. For those that don't know, we are. This is our first week. We're back on Facebook since Facebook banned me about 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Well, when you do things and you put out different and you put out powerful messages and do things with music, people want to try to, you know, you're always gonna. That's why we stream on several different platforms.
Absolutely.
That's why last week's show didn't even matter when I couldn't get on. I was like, we're on YouTube, so we're on all these other stuff. Yeah. And I chopped the show and put it on Spotify, so it doesn't really matter. Right. To be in the fashion industry, what drew you to fashion? Because I'm a bam, I don't know about fashion. I wear comic book hats and at the bar t-shirts all day long.
And that's the thing, fashion is what you make it. You don't have to dress like everybody else. Be different. Your fashion is who you are. You can't let somebody else define what fashion is to you because what may be your style may be somebody else's style.
Were you always different with your style? Were you always very creative when choosing your outfits and stuff like that?
I would say yes. I have been very creative my entire life. Not even just with clothing, but everything I do. I have a creative mind, and I just had to do something with it. Between doing nails and hair and makeup and everything I do is always creative. So let me set myself apart and be different and set my creative mind to doing something else. Why not fashion?
That's deep. So the funny thing is, me and Lenny had this conversation the other day, and I'm glad you spoke about being creative because he was like, he asked me, he said, well, can you do this? You do this? He said, well, if you taught me how to run the board, could you sit back and relax? And I was like, no, I'll just find something else to do.
Exactly.
Because it's creativity never shuts off.
Never.
Right.
Never. I wish you could just turn it off. Like, you have sleepless nights just weren't like, oh, what am I gonna do next? I already had my second design in my mind.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay.
It's when the creativity is going on, it's so hard, like, to turn it off. It's that I once took pictures for my sister, and then we had my three nieces, my niece and my two nephews, because my niece and nephews are twins and her oldest son. And we did the shoot, and I literally just got off work. So we did the shoot out Crystal City. I took all the pictures, and then by the time she woke up in the morning, I had edited all the pictures, sent them to her, and I was at work. And her reply was, so when did you sleep? For about 2 hours. Because I couldn't sleep. My mind just kept telling me,
it won't let you.
Edit the pictures. You gotta see what pictures you like. See, so I did like 100 pictures, like, so I'm just up at like 3 o'clock. Now I have to work at 6. So I'm up just edit. Okay, it's about 4. Okay, I can go to sleep now. Wake up at 5, get in the shower, and be to work.
Right.
You definitely would have those nights. I've had weeks of not sleeping. Like, no, I gotta change this part. I gotta change this. No, what is this gonna look like? What is that? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go to sleep. I actually have a full-time job. So this right here, I'm like, okay, but you know, my vision came to life, and here it is.
So when did you feel like that, like this, I really want to like create this? Because when you're creative, you have so many different things. How were you able to take out, well, you know, I can do this here, I can do that? How was you able to say, well, this is the one thing, like, I could really set this up really different? How were you able to choose that?
Well, the money was able to choose it, you know?
Okay.
Let me just say that. When you get the funds, and I'm like, okay, I do have a little extra money put aside. Let me, you know, venture out and do what I set forth. Like, I don't want to be, like I tell you, you tell yourself, like, okay, this is what you want to do. This, you got to do it. And then you just don't do it. Like, you put it in the back of your mind, you set it to the side, and then it never comes to life. And what made me push harder was I was having a conversation with a customer at my job, and she asked me, where did I see myself in 5 years? And I said, well, I don't see myself working here. I want to own my, run my own business and, make it big. And she said, well, what's your business? And I told her, I said, well, it's just a name right now. It's just Vonjuan. And she was like, well, what do you want to do with that name? I said, I want to create a brand, and I want to start with handbags. And she said, what you waiting for? Just do it. And literally that night I said, okay, let me go ahead and draw up my designs right now. Like, it's, what am I waiting for? What are you waiting for? Just do it.
This is probably the most powerful things that can be said today. Like, because it's, if you're waiting for the time to ever to be right, it's never
right. It's never right.
And the thing about, and I always say this, like, I said, in order to be successful, you got to better learn to operate in chaos.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You can't be comfortable.
Never comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like crunch time all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, we had a show one day and both my computers went down.
Oh.
But you kept pushing.
So then one finally turned on, and then when it turned on, it did a 30-minute update right before the show. Like, it was just that going crazy.
But you kept going.
But I had to find a way to make it happen.
Right.
You always have to operate. Like, success is, as I tell people, success is a clock. It's your job. You got to punch in 9 to 5. Like, fill out your time sheet, whatever, go to be successful. You have to work at it.
Yeah.
It doesn't come with, it comes with trial and error. Learning what not to do is more important than learning what to do.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
As we had that conversation about the gentleman's podcast, who didn't have no sound.
Right.
When I started the show, if you notice, I'm looking at my phone because I'm checking. So I didn't hear the sound, so I had to adjust the sound. Boom, boom, boom. You have to learn to operate in chaos.
Indeed.
And I like this because this conversation is for the creative people. This conversation is for the people that have the urge to do something great, but they're scared. More people are scared of success than failure. And I always say that all the time.
That's a fact.
You got people that have great ideas, can take over the world, but they don't want to succeed because they're scared of the expectations. But once you succeed once, you got to keep it up.
You got to keep going.
You got to keep the dream going.
Keep going.
You got to keep dreaming. You can't stop dreaming.
No.
The dream keep going.
You got a question you want to ask your cousin?
I'm just so proud of her. You know what I mean?
Thank
you know what I'm saying? She talked to me throughout the whole process while she was doing it, and I was getting excited, and I was like, we're gonna do it this year. She kept telling me, yeah, we're gonna do it this year. And I was like, well, I'm not playing. We're gonna do it this year. I'm not playing with you. So we're gonna make sure we get this bag out. And you know what I mean? Once they came in, she was like, I got him. And she showed it to me. I just started going crazy. So beyond the bags, because I don't think the people know what you actually have done besides what you just said. Because you mentioned, you didn't mention
kind of modest.
You didn't mention some things. You know what I'm saying? And,
Some things like what? Some things like
you
what?
know, the modeling, the dancing, you know what I'm saying, the acting. They don't know about these things. You need to tell them, the people, about all of those things, how amazing you really are.
So, how I got to this point, you would grow up with a lot of naysayers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they label you. I would say I was a young single mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And growing up as a young single mom, you're in school, I'm working, I gotta do what I gotta do for my son. And you have a lot of people that tell you, oh, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna amount to nothing, you're just gonna work your whole life,
Right.
and that's what you're gonna do. But I wanted to be beyond that, like live above your label,
Right.
like don't let that label define who you are. Define who you are, by your own self. Like,
Right.
so just starting off there, it's like, okay, I got this little person that I got to take care of on top of me, on top of working. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never thought that this is what I would be doing. What was that? My son is now, 10 years ago? Yeah, so 10 years ago, and now here we are. It's like, okay, and even though this is still the beginning, it's not going to stop for me.
Right.
And I don't know, I just send a message out to all the people that's like me, or, live beyond the label. Like, don't let the naysayers win. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I like that.
I got to prove a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, modeling was just a stepping stone. Let me start off cheerleading first, right?
Yeah.
I started with cheerleading.
Yeah.
And that kind of brought me out my little shell, because I grew up quiet, Cheerleading kind of brought me out, but I think modeling has made me the woman I am today. With, like, my tone and how I carry myself, and, how I can speak to people. And, yeah, I'm still shy in the spotlight, but it's still like, okay, turn it on. You're a whole different person when you turn it on.
So the first time you had to model, what was your thought?
Oh, my gosh. My thoughts was, oh, I'm going to fall in these shoes. I don't know how to walk. People are going to be staring at me, because it was different from my background of cheerleading. Cheerleading, you're on the floor with, 20 different girls. So nobody not paying attention to just you. But modeling, you're on that runway by yourself. And it's like, oh, everybody's looking at me as bold. I'm like, you can't mess up. You got to be perfect. And that's how my life was. Like, I can't mess up. I got to be perfect. Like I said, with my son, I'm like, okay, people going to talk about you. People going to say, she a young single mom. You know what I'm saying? She don't know what she doing. She not going to, she don't know how to raise a child. She's just a baby herself. And I'm like, your life is always in the spotlight. So I think modeling helped me not only with, with my attitude and coming out as a woman, but being a better mother to my child. Like, okay, here we are. This is what we're doing. And we got to push forward. It got to be strong for you, for me, for us. Live in that spotlight and keep pushing.
What was your favorite modeling moment?
Oh, my favorite modeling moment was when I was crowned queen. I was crowned queen. And I was the first queen ever.
First queen ever?
Yes, in my group. Yep.
Okay.
I was crowned queen.
Absolutely.
Icon queen, yes. Well, with 2012.
Okay.
Goodness gracious. That was a long time ago, right?
Absolutely.
But yeah, that was the best moment. That was the best moment for me. Yeah.
Cool. And, well, we're going to take a quick music break. And then we come back with a whole bunch of more questions.
Alrighty.
Let's see, who do I want to hear?
Don't fall in love.
You can talk, but that's what pick you up. And that's the only thing about the MacBook.
She asked me, could I be a drug? Told her only if
You gonna edit this?
back to us in the corner. Tell her, baby girl, it's still. She asked me, could I be a drug? Told her only if we fuck. Back to us in
It
the
is all good.
baby girl, it's
What I just say, be successful, you gotta operate in chaos.
Absolutely.
Why you try me? See you standing from a distance, yeah, you eye me. I've been seeing you on a mission, told you if you play your cards right, then maybe you can get it night. Yeah, right. She backed me up against the wall, she told me she can't wait. She needs shit right now, she wanna put me on a play. All nights, all alone, she can't bear this shit no more. And anything I say, she go. And baby, last time you was waiting around. I ain't gonna lie, I'ma dive up in that river if you back it up some more. Back it up some more. She asked me, could I be a drug? Told her only if we fuck. Back to us in the corner, tell her, baby girl, what's up? She asked me, could I be a drug? me flipping like a canopy. Pussy painting up the sheets, ooh-wee. And now you falling to your knees. Blunt got me floating in your motherfucking seas. Heels left on cause your ass like the tea. Pussy fat as hell, applying pressure in the sheets. And everything she do, she tryna do that shit with me, yeah. Bring that ass head, come through that shit in the air. Everybody want me, but you the only one that's tryna fuck a nigga out. She asked me, could I be a drug? Told her only if we fuck. Like the ass in the corner, tell her, baby girl, it's up. She asked me, could I be a drug? Told her only if we fuck. Got the ass in the corner, say, baby girl, it's up.
You might know these guys. You might know these guys.
Of course. It's Famo. Yes, indeed.
Nah, shut up. He bunned up.
Niggas don't want no smoke, niggas don't want no smoke, nah, niggas don't let shit go, niggas don't let shit go, nah, niggas don't want no smoke, niggas don't want no smoke, nah, niggas don't let shit go, my niggas don't let shit go, nah, my nana on Hannibal Lecter, this morning your bitch, she just ate me for breakfast, loving the way how she scrambled my egg, but I told her that dinner is really my preference, step out the crib and I feel I'm the freshest, doing this shit with just minimal effort, if it's a problem, I'm ready to solve it, I do not do the subliminal message. Doing 100, coming up 50, doing about 60, hitting the exit. One of the realest that ever to rap it. King of this shit and I'm willing to bet it. These are the moments I feel like I'm chosen. Thinking about meals in the middle of the go-go. Stop rising on the Lola, dog. Howard China with the mumbo saw. Shining on them like it's armor. All big boss, that's the protocol. Get in my lane, 3 holes in your brain, head like a bowling ball. I was taught to hunt the prey till it stop breathing. And if the score is 10-1, we still ain't even. Cause baby, I'm a demon. Yeah. You see the rhyme and breeze. You see my eyes is bleeding. That's cause I'm high as Jesus. Yeah. I'm riding with the heathens. Lions and hyenas. Baby, I'm a demon. Niggas don't want no smoke. Niggas don't want no smoke. Nah. Niggas don't let shit go. Niggas don't let shit go. Nah. Niggas don't want no smoke. Niggas don't want no smoke. Nah. Niggas don't let shit go. My niggas don't let shit go. Nah.
Step like a fresh pair of J's. Stepping like we in parades. Boy, you better behave. You can wake up in the grave. All these chains on like a slave. Took lemons and made lemonade. You pay, young niggas get paid. Eyes red, I ain't slept in 2 days. Your head and I sleep with your babe. I cut her like she tryna shave. Can't save her, don't wanna be saved. What she do to me, you be amazed. I really be hanging with heathens. They'll really stop niggas from breathing. This beat that we sinking our teeth in. I'm paranoid, stop all that reaching. I really got army guns. Shit look like Tommy guns. Right by my belly, yeah, Tommy buns. I'm so sincere, the Sean Carter song. Bro on that power flower. He take the pole, knock the power out you. Turn your lights out like a power outage. Got a problem, be ready to die about it.
I'm a demon. Yeah. You see the rhyme and breeze. You see my eyes is bleeding. That's cause I'm high as Jesus. Yeah. I'm riding with the heathens. Lions and hyenas. Baby, I'm a demon. Niggas don't want no smoke. Niggas don't want no smoke. Nah. Niggas don't let shit go. Niggas don't let shit go. Nah. Niggas don't want no smoke. Niggas don't want no smoke. Nah. Niggas don't let shit go. My niggas don't let shit go. Nah.
We're back. We're back. Shout out to them brothers, man. The James brothers. We had them. Lenny set up an interview with them. We had a great interview with them. We had a good time. And Lenny had the most famous comment. He's like, man, that was a good show, but I just wish Lady Antoinette was there, because I like the way she asked questions.
Man,
That was some hateful shit right
that's
there.
my homie. That's my homie, man. I love you too, King, man. I know you forever, man. You know what I'm saying? But she bring a little flavor to the show too. You know what I mean?
Everybody do, man. You know when we was doing this at 1:30 in the morning, me and my late partner, GOP, salute to GOP. But we are back. That's what I love. We love. So one thing we do here, we spotlight on independent music, independent artists. That's why if you interviewed on the show, don't hit me up and be like, when you gonna play my stuff? Because if you watch the show, I play stuff randomly. That's why I pay to support.
Yes, indeed.
But we are back. Now, let's get to the tough questions.
Oh man. Oh, tough. All right, let's do it.
And normally, if you were an artist, I would ask, what's your Mount Rushmore of hip hop or music? So, what's your Mount Rushmore of purses? I'm sorry, handbags.
Handbags. So, I'm a Louis V type of girl, I'm a Gucci type of girl, but I wish I could be a Chanel type of girl. That's what I wish I could be. So I'm gonna say Chanel, because that's where I want to be. That's where I want to be. But you can afford a little Gucci and Louis, but Chanel, that's where I want to be. So yeah, I would say Chanel.
Okay. And what else? What comes after Chanel?
After Chanel? Let me say YSL.
You got expensive taste.
See the clothes she be wearing?
Man.
She that.
Don't let the clothes fool you. I shop on a budget. Let me tell you.
That,
see, that's the thing. I spend money on my bags, but then my clothes is like, oh yeah. We just dress cute. Just get something cute.
So the funny thing is what we was having this conversation at my niece's birthday party one day, and my brother's he's more fashionable than me, so he's he's the Jordans and all that other stuff, and so they looked at me and they said, and they was like, well, you should be like your brother, and he doesn't spend all this stuff, and he's like, no, his toys are different.
Absolutely.
And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, well, the camera that I'm shooting with is $1,000. The lens by itself is $500. They were like, oh, and I was like, the MacBook was $25. Plus I have another computer, plus this. It was like, oh, and he was like, yeah, no, he just don't buy fashion, but he buys.
Right,
like,
you spend what you want.
He's like, he's like, don't get it twisted. Just because you don't see him in the he's not gonna buy a pair of Jordans, but if you ask him for like the latest of this, and this, you got it.
And that's how most celebrities are. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, they may wear certain labels, but you see them outside. It's like, okay, baggy sweats, a little hoodie or something. It's not extravagant all the time, but you spend your money on what you want to.
Funny thing, what's her name? Chad Johnson, the Ocho Cinco. When he had an interview with Shannon Sharp, he was like, he's like, out of all this money, he said, man, look, I ain't spending on my bread. I still got my $48 million. He was like, I fly Spirit.
Right.
I was like, what?
Right.
He said, I fly Spirit. He said, you will never catch me in a Lamborghini. Mm-hmm. You'll never catch me in them big names. I will drive a regular car. And he said, anytime you see me at a club with jewelry on, he said, that's ain't fake.
Yes, most of their jewelry is fake. They say they're not wearing their real stuff out because nobody's not gonna snatch their real chain, right?
But he said, and he made a point. He was like, why I need a brand when I am the brand?
It's a fact.
Right.
He was like, there's nothing I can put on that's gonna be bigger than my name. And I was like, well, damn, I never looked at it like that. But you gotta,
Mm-hmm.
when you carry yourself like, it is what it is.
Right.
And you gotta think, we as African American people, when we put on that brand, that it sets the tone. It makes people want to go, oh yeah, I seen Beyonce with that bag. Let me go look into Louis Vuitton. Let me go look into Telfar. It wasn't popping until she put that bag on.
You one just brought up an interesting point that switches the conversation to a whole other thing. We're not aware of how powerful the black dollar is.
Right.
It's very powerful.
The black dollar is probably the most powerful thing that we own.
That's a fact.
But we give it away.
We do.
You know, I remember, and I always tell this story, but one of my homegirls, when Nipsey Hussle died, everybody wanted to go to the Marathon store, so she saw a headband or something online, and was like, well, damn, you wanted $80 for a headband. Man, Nipsey tripping. And I said, oh, for real? Did you say that when you put that Michael Kors back?
Exactly.
And she was like, huh? I said, nah, that white guy that you paid that. And I said, I know it's a real bag, right? She said, yes, I know you paid a premium penny for that. And she was like, yeah. I said, why is it when a black person sells something on a high end, we assume they're tripping?
Right.
Right.
We have to know our value.
Of course.
Right.
And then
And
also,
if you don't set the tone, then who else?
And then also, they don't understand how much money that we got to put up
Well,
when it comes to the investment.
This is what I hate about black consumers. They will come to you and be like, yo, man, them bags is hot, but can I get a discount?
Yes.
And they call that support.
Yes.
That's not supporting.
So let me be clear when I say this to the ignorant people. Like that is not support.
Yeah.
Like asking for a handout is not support. So I was just like a dude did that to me for one of Renegade's joint. I gave him a discount for a ticket one day, and he was like, well, "I'm just trying to support your nephew, man. Let me get another ticket, buy one, get that one half off." I said, "Ain't support."
No.
I said, and I told him, I said, let's be clear. When it comes to selling tickets, I said, dog, I'll buy 100 tickets and give them away. Don't mean that much to me. Mm-hmm. But if you were showing me that you really wanted to be there, you would make a way. Mm-hmm. Like my cousin Chef Rock, he came to one of his shows. Mm-hmm. I said, yeah, I got your ticket. Gave it to him. He said, nah, here, 20. I said, no, I want it. He said, I'm not taking a ticket unless I pay for it, because if I'm here to support you, that's what I'm here for.
Correct.
Right.
You know, and I was like, you got a point.
Absolutely.
And vice versa. When I go to his restaurant, Queen's Mother, nine times out of 10, I eat for free. There have been times I go and he's not there. Mm-hmm. I pay for the meal.
Absolutely.
Like on my birthday.
Absolutely.
On my birthday, I was cooking. I was there. He was cooking. And then when he came out, because he saw the order with my name, he's like, "Oh, it's your birthday, man. Let me get the meal." And I was like, "You know what I do?
Right.
I wasn't here for a free meal. I was here to support you."
Correct.
You know.
Correct.
And that's what support is. Support is not, "Oh man, I love your bags, but you know, if I buy this one, can I get a discount off of that one?"
Yes. You can't go to Louis Vuitton and say that.
Exactly.
You cannot.
But you goofballs will run into Louis and buy a book bag that has no books in it. Buy a belt that you could have got at Walmart that's just gonna hold your pants up. And y'all don't never demand. In fact, y'all get outraged when you go for these novelty items and be like, "Well, can you look in the back?" Or you got it in a secret compartment or a secret truck. I work retail 20 years. There's no secret compartment in the back. Like the only thing that's back there, the employees will hide shit for themselves. Like that's about it.
Exactly.
Like there's no secret truck that comes when you pull up. They just say it's just stock they haven't unloaded yet. Like but y'all feel privileged. And I never understood black people, like when you go to a white store and they treat you bad, but you want to show them that you can afford it. Food, all they do is make a commission. They don't care if you can afford it or not.
That's right. Too.
That is a big fact.
You know, I remember Jim Jones did a joint. He was in a Louis store. They treated him. He was like, "But I want to show I can afford this." For what? You're Jim Jones. If they didn't recognize you, that ain't the store you need to be in.
Yeah.
If they didn't value you as a customer, that ain't the store you need to be in.
True.
You know, but black people stop asking for discounts and calling it support.
That's not support.
Nah.
Paying
You
full
pay
pop.
the price.
Full
You
pop.
don't pay the price.
Call it what it is, begging, nigga. Don't beg me because like, oh, that's support. Nah, bro.
That's a fact.
Because you come to me with that, I'm going to hurt your feelings.
Yeah, for real.
Not only I'm going to clown you in your face, then I'm going to come on my show and I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to tag you in it so you know that I talk about it.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, what is next for you?
What is next?
That's what I was thinking.
My second collection is next. This is the first collection.
How many is in your first collection?
250 is in the first collection. With 4 different colors.
You really don't sleep.
I don't. I don't sleep. I don't.
We all like this.
I'm still trying to decide if I want to do a crossbody or the backpack or if I want to start with apparel. It's an ongoing thought process. I don't know. But the money gonna let me know. Because one thing when I started my brand, I did not take a loan. I don't want to, gotta owe somebody to start this off. Let me put my own money in it. So if I lose out, then that's gonna be on me, right? So that's what makes me push harder. Cause I'm like, I didn't put my money into this. I need to,
Push hard.
push hard to get where I need to be to at least make it back.
Yeah.
At least make it back.
Right.
So that's the goal.
You have a website?
Yes, my website is vonjuan.com. VONJUAN.com.
So this is why I ask these questions for a reason. One, to let people know where they can get the stuff. For two, when you dum-dums ask for a discount, a website costs money. To get the domain, to have somebody run it, costs money. Products cost money.
Shipping costs money.
Money.
Packaging costs money.
Everything.
And so many people have that tendency of, like I said, y'all have no problem going to Louis and then they want a discount. And it's like, nah, this support. I just had a conversation with somebody and it was just like Eric Kuzma, who does my shirts and stuff. And, every now and then they may throw me something. But I was just talking to a dude and he was like, well, I've done a lot for them. I said, did you do it because you wanted something or did you do it because you were supporting the thing? He was like, well, I was supporting. Well, if you were supporting, why you mad?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Rakeem, you don't
That's
understand. No, I do understand.
It sounded like he wanted
That's
something.
real.
He wanted something from them.
Yeah, he expected.
Yeah.
His expectation was, if I help you, I'm going to get something free. I got 3 sweatsuits. I paid for all of them from Eric Kuzma.
Right.
They gave him a free sweatsuit. That's a $200 value, but now he wants another free sweatsuit. And here's the thing. And we had this conversation. I was just like, yo. The thing is, he's not even telling you to pay full price. He's telling you at least throw me something and we're good. You don't even want to throw him something. You just want to be thrown. And it doesn't work that way. A fair exchange is not a robbery.
Right.
But if you're doing something based on I want something from you, you can keep those intentions.
Yeah. The people that's going to support you going to be there.
Definitely.
Regardless. They're going to pay that price. Shoot, my mother, she done bought 3 bags. My mother. I said, Mom, at this point, I will let you want to carry one? Do you want to just carry one? She's like, no, I'm going to pay for my bags. She want every color. Why do you want every color? It's the same one. She's like, no, but I need it for this outfit, that. But she support me, and I appreciate that. So the people that's going to be there, that's going to support you, they're going to be there. They're support. But, and what was her handout? Nothing.
And it's true, but
And that's her mother.
My own mother.
Her mother.
but one that tells that shows a lot of her character, and that shows how she was raised, and that shows where the value system and where the hustle comes in, and those are building blocks upon the person that she is.
For sure.
And a lot of people don't have structure like that. That's why they always want a discount.
Yeah.
You know, it was raised off Discount Mart that used to be out in what's that joint? Eastover.
Yeah. Knockover City.
Knockover City.
Knockover City.
That joint had no real wood. Everything was Formica. And that joint, you know, you bought something in there, 6 months is done.
Yeah.
But they raised off like, you know, the quality. I just want, and I really want people to understand the hard work and stuff that she puts in. That's why I stay on this point of, you know, she has a website, she has this, she has that, she's built this, and you know, but supporters don't see her on at the bar and be like, oh yeah, but I wonder if she could take $10 off because she ain't got to worry. I'll cuss her out for you. Like, hey, get the hell away. Like, no, that's not support. Like, you know, and that's what it is. You know, because I look at it and the quality's nice.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
And it's something. It's something that it's very eye catching. Mm-hmm. You know, it doesn't look cheap.
No, it don't.
You know,
it don't.
You
It
know,
don't look cheap at all.
From the leather to the suede on the inside to the hardware.
Can you open one up so you can see the inside? You know,
I do have stuff in there, but you know, there you go. See.
Yeah. See.
With the logo on the inside on the pocket. Yeah, it's
see,
nice. It's nice.
Like I said, see, so it's a quality product.
Yeah. It's a nice everyday bag. Everyday bag. The logo on the zipper. All of it.
This is nice.
You can put the logo on the zipper.
The logo on the zipper. You can't see. You can't see. Look at that. Logo on the zipper. You want to see all that on the website. You go on my website. Facebook page _ Vonjuan _ Instagram page _ Vonjuan _
You sound so passionate about it.
I am. This is my baby. This is my name. Victory of Naywan. That's my name. This who I am.
Yeah, cuz.
So I gotta be.
That's what
Yeah, cuz.
So, man, this has been a great conversation, but I'm not done yet.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we've done modeling.
Yes.
You done fashion design.
Yes.
So we ain't talked about the acting yet.
Oh man, listen. I don't really jump into that, you know, short film sort of stuff, but that's not who I am. I get my life is acting.
But see, I say that for when you have accomplished something like that, like short films, this. For you, it may be something small, but you don't know who you're inspiring.
Right.
You know, for every small step is a big step for somebody else. That's a great accomplishment.
Yeah, you know, just dabbling in a different thing to see where your niche is.
Yeah.
I thought cheerleading was my niche. Got scoliosis now, not it for me. Modeling, broke my ankle, not it for me. You know, I mean, God will put you where you need to be, right? And this where I am. This where I need to be.
Yeah, it's funny because as you go on your journey, your personal journey, the path you start with ain't necessarily the path you end up on.
Exactly.
And the friends you start with ain't necessarily the friends.
Oh, yeah.
You know, people fall off around the way real quick.
Yeah, they'll fall off. You'll have those friends that they be there for you.
The pretenders.
To see what's going on.
Yeah.
The pretenders.
And then when it's coming to light, you'll start seeing who they really are, the real people that you have in your corner, the real supporters, the people that are like, oh yeah, I'll do this, I'm gonna support you. And here we are, and where's the support? Where is it?
So one of the funniest things is, because my nephew performs, I used to get people that used to see me, and they'd be like, oh, y'all went to Philly, oh, y'all went to Atlanta. They would tell us all the places what you went. You know what I could never find them at? Liking or sharing a post. And that shit free.
Yeah,
I don't even want money for it. You don't need like, you don't need
love.
shit. And And it's funny, like when we did the At the Bar shirts, the first dude that bought a shirt for me lived in St. Louis. It wasn't the dudes who I grew up with. It wasn't the dudes who we were on the block. It wasn't the dudes that was hustling with my brother back in the 80s. It wasn't none of them. It was a dude who I met on Facebook who came down here and we was cool with. And so when he's first person, he said, yo, send me one today. I'll cash out you the money right now. Just tell me how it is.
Right.
He's like, yo, charge me the shipping. I didn't even charge him the shipping. I just sent the shirt and I paid the shipping.
Right.
But, you know, he's the first dude to support the joint.
Yeah, you know who your supporters are. You can put up a post, right? You don't get no likes on this post. You put it up on your story, you get over 1,000 views on the story. Oh, you can watch me, but you can't like.
Right.
Liking is one click.
It's hard.
Or no, double click.
No.
Double click.
Right.
But you watching. That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have people that
Stay
so-called
tuned.
friends is they're trying to diminish this stuff. I had to stop myself from saying things like, you know, because I would hear people say stuff to me, be like, oh, you still got that little podcast?
Little.
Yeah.
That little part right there.
that little part.
That's the part right there. That little part.
That part.
Yeah.
And me, because I'm sarcastic, I'd be like, yeah, you still got that little IQ?
Go in on me, kid. Go in on me.
They be like, why you gotta go like that? Why you gotta insult my dream?
That's
Like, you'll find people who are mad because they didn't chase their dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll always, when they see a person who's doing something, they're always going to be the naysayers. Mm-hmm. You know, had people tell me, I bought my camera, I had one dude tell me I wouldn't get a Canon. I heard they ain't good cameras. I don't know what planet he live on, but it's like the number 2 camera.
But keywords, what you said, he said he heard.
He said, when I heard it was just ain't good for video. Oh, for real?
I'll find out.
And now he wants to hire me to take pictures. You see,
Now you want me to use my little camera.
The little camera.
Like,
The little camera.
little camera.
Little camera,
Yeah.
you know. So when people, there always gonna be people that's gonna try to discourage your dream. Mm-hmm. You know, how do you stay focused on that? Especially when you got people that's be so-called friends or even family.
You know, I've learned to block out a lot of it. My own family. Why are you doing that? That don't even make sense. Why? You just need to focus on this. You need to focus on, no, I can focus on many things, and I'm going to focus on my dream. I'm going to focus on keep pushing, because this is what I want to do. Like, I've lived the life of letting people tell me what's right for you, what you got to do, what you need to do. I'm not doing that no more, because where is it getting me? Where's it getting me? Where has it gotten you? Let's say that. Where has it gotten you? And not, you know, talking down on anybody else, but you can't crush my dreams because it didn't work out for you. Can't. So ignore that. Ignore the naysayers and go for your dreams.
Question for you.
Yeah.
So, you said 4 colors, right?
Yes.
Now, will you do any additional colors for this particular?
I am thinking that I want to do some summer colors, you know, brighten it up. Because I did do, I would say like neutral colors, the colors that you wear on an everyday basis. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do this. Let me see how good, you know, these sell. Let me see how people feel in these. But yeah, for the ladies, I would definitely come out because I've already, when I did these, I'm like, oh, how many colors can I get? I was already thinking, let me do some bright colors.
So you gotta explain something to me, because I am fashionably ignorant. What the hell is summer colors?
So,
I just need to know.
you know, summer colors is like your
Because
bright.
like, Bunny don't know neither. I'm just he smiles like he's like agreeing with you. He don't know neither.
It's
He
like,
don't know neither.
it's like your
what's
bright
summer
colors, like, you know, your neon colors. Let me say,
Okay.
yeah, let me say
Neon.
that. Neon, like the bright pinks and the bright blues and the yellows
Oh,
and,
I got
you know,
you, I got
stuff
you,
like
I
that.
got you.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I got
Yeah.
you. I got
I had man-ups. I didn't know what the hell that was. I was like, summer colors.
Yeah, summer. You
Colors
know, the
I
colors
supposed
that
to
you
wear in the
see.
summer?
You know the colors you see in the summer with the girls with their maxi dresses on. You know the maxi dress. Yeah.
When they go to the beach.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
When they go to the beach.
Yeah,
That's what I thought of it.
Yeah.
That's the first one I got.
Yeah, the nice summer colors.
Absolutely, I got you. I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And this is the beginning, babe. This is the beginning.
The beginning.
Yeah, this is the beginning. You know, but y'all make sure y'all go to Vonjuan.com and get these bags, ladies. Don't front. Don't front.
And it's not even just a bag. You know, you go in the store, you just let me just use Burlington, for instance. You know, people shop at Burlington. You see the little bags on the hangers.
Right.
No, it's a whole package. You come with a dust bag, great packaging, your Vonjuan box, nice shipping and handling, all of that. It's not just the bag that you're getting.
Have you done any pop-up events?
I have. I did one pop-up event. It wasn't my event. But I did plan on, I wanted to do one at the beginning of the year, you know, bring it in to the new year, wearing your Vonjuan bag, but couldn't find a venue and things like that. So pop-ups are definitely in the future. Definitely.
Have you thought about doing one like out of state also?
Out of state? I haven't. I haven't considered it. It's not out of reach, but I just haven't, you know, thought about it, considered it.
I mean, because I know definitely you would do, you know, I know Atlanta will probably love some of the stuff that you do.
Oh,
just off my first thought of culture, even New York would love this stuff like that. I can see New York, Miami.
I see Baltimore.
Like, you know.
Even Baltimore.
Well, for me, Baltimore's still too close.
Got you.
One of the things, you know, like how with Renegade, people always ask me, like, when Renegade, they be like, oh, when are you going to do a show out here? I'm tired of doing shows out here.
Right. You
like,
go out a little bit.
Like, you know, when you gonna see us? If you really want to see us do a show, yeah, we're gonna be in ATL this weekend. We're gonna be in Texas this weekend. Right. Like, you know, we'll do a show out here, but it's a very rarely thing because it's just, you know, the love is different when we go different places. Yeah. You know.
There's another thing that I just when I was talking to Cuz and I was telling her, flea markets. A lot of people sleep on flea markets. You should never sleep on a flea market. Flea markets are the most successful things when it comes to entrepreneurs. And they don't cost you that much. Most times they're like $1 to get in. You know what I'm saying? So
probably something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and you can rent a table and you can sell your product. And a lot of people that come to flea markets are from out of town. So I always suggest, and I've hustled CDs, mixtapes, and all of those things.
Showing your age.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I definitely did that. I also been on trains and everything. But never be afraid to go out there and sell your stuff out the trunk of your car.
What you say? I'm about to say, what you say? Never be afraid to pop the trunk on them.
That's exactly. You gotta pop the trunk on them, man.
Well, hold on down.
Right.
Stop popping trunks down. In the wrong neighborhood,
right.
Proceed the wrong way.
Move slow.
You know, you pop a trunk in
slow.
Baltimore,
don't move too aggressive.
Gonna happen. I'm just
Move
say,
slow, don't
like,
move too aggressive.
Right. Like, you know, you can't be popping, you know, wrong neighborhoods.
Right.
So, but it's all good. You just gotta be careful when you pop your trunk.
For sure.
I mean, the grind factor is real. You want to be able to, you know, chase that dream, chase that bag. Like I said, pop-up shows are gonna be good. Also, I think, you know, people didn't realize, people didn't start giving us props until they started seeing us out of town. And then,
yeah,
you know, that's, you know, and that's a different feeling.
But why is it like that, though?
Look, man, I can't control these haters over here. I don't know. People don't. If I tell you the sky is blue, right? I once argued this with somebody. I was like, if I tell you the sky is blue, how do you know that I'm right? And they were like, because you said it was blue. And I was like, is it because I said it was blue, or because someone told you that it was blue? So people go off what other people say. Because then I was like, so if I told you it was green, it was like, it's not. And I was like, I said, tell me what blue is. And he was like, it's blue. I was like, well, what's this dictionary, definition of blue? I said, you know it is blue because someone told you it was blue. So when you go out of town, when someone says this is hot and they're not from here, and oh, well, that's only hot. Okay, now they want to buy it.
Right.
Because someone told them that wasn't from here that it was this.
Right.
You know, it's just that complex that this particular area has that complex.
Yeah.
We have more sheep than anything. People rather be sheep, and you have to adapt to what they do. You know, you have to be able to, like, for a year, I did nothing but out of town guests. I had guests calling in on Skype because those people would follow the show longer than a guy who I've seen at 17 shows, who I played his video 17 times, and who's come here but never gave me one like.
Understood.
Yeah. That's crazy how it's like that.
But then when they see the guests from the other shows, guess what they do? Oh, can I come to your joint?
I don't understand that either.
They're sheep. And I'm not a sheep.
Indeed.
You know? Our mentalities is too different. And when you're a leader and a creator, you tend not to follow what everybody does. So I can't even be mad at them for being sheep, but that's like me being mad at you for being a leader. That's just them.
Yeah.
So when you learn to play the game, you just have to adjust to each game set.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Shout out to Miracle Crystal too. She couldn't make it today. She is a healer. She does mental health, so she couldn't make it today. So we're gonna try to see if we can reschedule her. But shout out to her.
Oh, definitely. I like these conversations, though. I like these conversations about, you know, we dealt with success, we dealt with haters, we dealt with following your dream, following, you know, your vision. For anybody, I would encourage people who are, if you have a dream, if you have a goal, get a vision board. The fact that when a person said, when you see yourself in 5 years, and he said not working here is the greatest thing you could have ever said.
Write down your goals. Look at them. What's the most thing that you walk to in your home when you know what I'm saying, walking around your house? One of the most things that you walk to is your refrigerator. So if you write down your goals on your refrigerator and you look at them, 90% of the time you're gonna achieve that goal.
Well, take it one step further. You walk around with a computer that's disguised as a cell phone.
That's a fact.
You can create your vision board in your cell phone.
That's a fact.
You can get an app called Photo Grid. You can take the small pictures of anything that you want. Boom, boom, boom. Looking at it, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm chasing. Look at it on a daily.
Yeah,
absolutely. You know,
absolutely.
I told somebody else, like, yo, I'm going to give me a MacBook. I don't know how. My last MacBook broke and I don't have the money like that, but I'm going to give me a MacBook.
Absolutely.
Then I figured out how to get it. I told them, yo, I woke up one day and I said, you know, I don't want a 4K camera. I just don't want to pay 4K prices right now.
Right.
But when I figured out how to do it, I did it.
You put that energy into the universe and it came back to you.
Absolutely.
You
That's
speak
half
it
the
into
battle right
existence,
there.
and that's how it happened.
And people are afraid of that power. But you know
people are not necessarily afraid of it. People don't know about it.
They don't understand it.
People think that it's a cap on successful people. There are plenty of black millionaires. There are plenty of black billionaires. But we're told that it's only a limit. Or we're told that, you know, only this amount is this rich or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot out there. We just don't see it.
Right.
So if you don't see it, then you don't believe it.
That's a fact too. But it all goes with, as well as at the end of the day, like, if you don't know yourself, then how you gonna get past that point? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are afraid of their own self.
Well, a lot of people are afraid of You can say self, you can say truth, you can say their heart. There are moments that are scary. Like the first time I had to perform in people, they booed the shit out. We didn't get the rap. They booed us before we even came out.
Right.
But once they did that, it was so easy to perform the next time because I've already been booed. So what else are they gonna do?
Right.
Right.
What's the worst that can happen, right?
But being on stage was like the greatest feeling in the world for me.
Absolutely.
You know, captivating a crowd, talking in front of people, having people listen to you and they know your every word. Yeah. So it encouraged me to do other things. If I didn't learn how to do that, I couldn't do what I'm doing now.
That vibration.
So, but people have the will, and people think failure is a bad thing. People think, well, if they don't like it, you know, people think success is like instant milk. You just gonna pour it out. And, wow, I'm successful. I got $1 million, and it doesn't happen that way.
Right.
It don't.
You know,
you gotta fail to be successful.
You know, how many times did you design something? You like, yo, I don't like this.
Yeah, I didn't scratched out, erased, redid it over and over, just contemplating on myself. Like, I think I'm my own biggest critic because I can, like, I would say, like I said, my mom supports everything, so I can show her, and I'm like, look, Mom, look what I came up with. She's like, oh, that's cute, that's real cute. Nah, I don't like this. I think I'm gonna change this part. But I said it was cute. I know what you said, but deep down inside, I don't think I like it. Let me just go back to the drawing board and change this up. It, you know, you just your toughest critic for me.
I would go to the job because we worked at the same. We worked for the same establishment, but we don't work at the same place. And I would go to her job, and she would be in front, smiling, and she sit there be drawing, and then she'll do like this. And it's full of paper, just full of paper. And I'm like, Nay. She's like, it's not right yet. It's just not right. It's gonna get right, but it's not right. Trust me. When it comes to me, it's gonna come. And I just like, yo, I'm with you.
The people just
got
like,
you.
well, what is
It's
it?
all
What
good.
is? I'm like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. And
good.
I think what set the tone for me was the chains, like I said at the beginning. You know, when you see a lot of bags with chains, they have like the little strap, right? To protect your arm. I don't want that.
And those look cheap too.
I don't want that. No, I mean, they got it on Chanel bags. I would know, you know.
Oh, okay. but the majority of the ones I seen, they look cheap.
It's to protect, you know, your skin, your arm. But I want you to carry your chains. Have your chains be what you feel your chains at all times. Because you broke free from your chains. Here we are now. You live beyond the chains. So, I don't want no straps.
Damn.
I want full chains.
Damn.
That's
hard.
big though. That's big.
That's hard.
It is. I mean, the mentality of starting the project, finishing it, the vision, the meaning, like how it all came together. I mean, this has been a dope experience. We definitely have you back when we got the whole team here. It's gonna be a little bit tougher next time.
Oh man, don't do it to me.
CP3.
It's gonna be a little tougher next time.
I'll be ready for next time. I'm calm now.
Time.
I'm settled. You know, I'm good. I'll be ready. And then hopefully next time I'll have my second collection. Let me speak that into existence. I'm going to have my second collection next time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So that's what's up. See what we got to say before we get up out of here. What am I doing? March 18th, I will be taking photographs, and I think I'll be on the red carpet for the fashion show with Eric Kuza. They're having Sydney Starr from Love and Hip Hop come through. She'll going to be performing.
Okay.
And I think that's the only thing. And then I'm talking to my business partner. We got some things going in the works. We are possibly going to Atlanta in May. He's talking about doing a car show down there, so I'll be down there taking pictures of that. Mm-hmm. And then in June, you know, I'll be back drinking again because that's my birthday month. So. Who knows if that's gonna happen? No. In June though, we will be going back to the distillery, and then we're gonna do my birthday show there.
I think you. It's not too far from where you at. It's nice. It's really nice.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a live show from the distillery. We're gonna invite everybody out. We had a nice little section, but I really couldn't really party like I wanted to. But it was a good vibe, and literally the people had a baby shower next to us. I thought that was kind of weird. I mean, what they gonna name the baby? Rummy?
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. They was having a ball.
They was having a ball though.
They was having a ball.
I was like, what they doing? And I was like, hold on, they playing baby shower games.
Then the
They
children-
popped the balloons. I was
Right,
like,
mom can't even drink, right?
Yeah.
you know, I'm not judging nobody.
I don't know nothing.
I just
didn't see, you know.
when we figured out that they weren't just partying, it was a baby shower because they
man.
popped the balloon and then the confetti came out and we all looked at each other
I
like,
was like,
Oh, okay.
in the distillery?
in a distillery? Interesting.
Maybe that's what they meant. Let's just.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But we're definitely going back there in June, and then got some other things, and of course I gotta do some vacation dates, so then we'll take some weeks off. Because I think we're going back to Miami for to do the whatever concert we do in June in Miami. So we'll probably be doing that. And if my nephew don't perform, I'll definitely be down there because I need to take pictures and just get the hell away from here.
For sure. Change up the scenery.
You do. You got to travel. You got to experience different things and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what me and Cuz we're gonna talk about. We're gonna try to figure out the next move. I got some stuff in the works. I'm gonna try to see if we can do something at the flea market because, believe it or not, there's millionaires in flea markets.
I get the name of this venue, but there's a joint out Capitol Heights.
Mm-hmm.
And once a month they do a joint with they do like a pop-up shop and they have everybody come out. My people who do Eric Kuzia, they did that joint. I came out there and shot some of that stuff for them.
Yeah, let me know.
Okay.
Let me know.
So I think the lady's on my page. It's one of my pages. I got so many damn Facebook and Instagram pages. Like I need a personal assistant just to deal with
Right.
that stuff.
I told you what to do, man. We go to college, man. Get a couple kids, man. Bring them back. You know what I'm saying?
Here's a good and bad with that.
Couple
I
kids.
feel that, but if they mess my shit up, it's gonna be a problem. And I don't want to discourage nobody right when they start out.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Because I know how I could be. I could be really nice, or I could be my normal self. So we're not going to do that to them.
Yeah.
And why didn't you play?
Yeah.
Alright, we out.
Right. Did shit live. All on me, she all on me. She just watch me count about 100 G's. I just pushed that weight in with the 100 piece.
So, I'm going to tell you how I got off on my face.
Power and a piece.
So,
All on me, it's all on me. I just touched